Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. They got a lot of stuff on their plate over here, they'll soon be dug through there. It takes a while for them to get through here and dig out all of this. Eventually they're going to dig through this bit right here. And they're picking up the slime and they're running away with that as well, so they're bringing that back over to the mushroom farm that I've got down the bottom. The other bit that I want to do is up here. So if I'm not going to worry about getting any water up here, I can dismantle all of that. Everything can just be removed, and I'm just going to have that volcano sat there. I'm not really going to do anything with it at all. Like, that volcano doesn't matter. So I think what we'll do is going to strip this out completely. Let's have a look at the plumbing a minute. How did I have that one working? Got that in there. I've just got one line of pipe that comes on up that I don't need to worry about, which means that I can just have that. I can remove this bit of loop over here. It'll just go up straight through there. All of this here can be gotten rid of. So if I go like that, and I go with the X, so I can clear everything, I'm just going to dig up that whole lot. And clear everything in there, and this bit right in here, if I go ladder, I'll deconstruct the pipe. You know, there's an easier way to do this. If I just go to the plumbing overlay, like that, and then I go with this, I can remove the plumbing from there, and remove the plumbing over to here, remove that plumbing, and that bit over to there as well. This valve, that can be gotten rid of completely, plus all of that wire up there that's going to it. The automation stuff. Automation overlay right in here. That can be removed up to there. That can go. And then I can go to the power overlay in here. That can be removed back to there. This one can be removed here. Actually, that one can be removed in there. That there, the heavy watt, that can deconstruct. And then I can have in here, I can have another insulated tile. I can pop that one in there. It's going to be granite right in there. I want to quickly get rid of that. You go in there like that. There, this one, deconstruct, that one, deconstruct in there. You are a priority 9 in there anyway, so they'll come up and they'll do that one pretty quick. Deconstruction is generally high priority. Get rid of that vent. And then I want to go in here and I want to have the furniture. So I want the furniture overlay. And because these, oh no. They're not furnitures. They're... what are they? Utilities. It's utilities. Temp shift plates. Right there. It's not gonna... oh, yes, it will. Right. The ladder... cancel the deconstruction on the ladder at the moment. So I'm just... deconstructing... all of the temp shift plates. We'll just remove them. I get rid of all of that. I get rid of all of the other stuff. I've gone and built that one up, so that's fine. I want to go back to the plumbing overlay now, and we'll run back down here. So I'm going to get rid of that over to there, and I'm going to get rid of all of that. Right, so we've gotten rid of those bits, and then I'm going to go to plumbing overlay. I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to take that one up through there like that. It's already gone and put in. It's joined across. So now that just goes up in a straight line straight up through there. This one, you can be deconstructed. I don't need that one anymore. I can then go to power and in here, so I can remove... actually, I just want to remove. I can remove that bit up to there. So that's all taken out. I don't need any of that anymore. And I'll come in across here over this side. Go back to the plumbing overlay. Liquid pump over here. Liquid pipe, sorry, not pump. You and you down there. Right, that's everything removed all the way up through. But the only thing that I will possibly change is that one and drop it back this way. So that I can... Or I suppose I can have that just a single shaft in there. That should be fine. And I've cleared everything from in there. I'm going to now remove the 2 bits of ladder there. I'm going to slowly pull all of those bits of ladder all the way back over. Same as I'm slowly making a change down here. I am filling that bit up in there. Bit by bit. Slowly over time. Everything in here has already been dug out. I've dug out everything across there, and I've sort of gone right the way across there. So then what I want to do is I want to get this water geyser in here. I'm still made a mess. Right. Oh, you're stuck in there, are you? Right. Well, you'll be able to dig yourself out of there in a second. There we go. And they've gone through here, and they've removed most of the stuff over on this side. We've got more stuff that we're removing over here. To get to that bit, I'm going to want a ladder coming up from this side over here. Because I'm not going to have a ladder of, like, I'm not going to be able to get anything in across that bit. Actually, I can. Can't I? Can I put a ladder in there? I can just put a ladder. I can put a scaffolding in across like that. And then they'll be able to get round it. They won't be able to get in underneath it from down this side. But again, I can also do something about that. I can go here and here. Here and here, like this. And I can remove those bits. The only bit is possibly is some of this under here. I may have to do a little bit of changing around when we come back over to that a little bit later, but we won't worry about that just for a minute. I'll let them keep working on this. Digging out all this slime, digging out all the rest of that. They're doing a brilliant job in there. And they're digging out a vast quantity of that. And they're digging out that vast quantity very, very fast as well. And yeah, I'm not going to worry about anything that's happening over there. This abyssalite is not going to break through with the water that I've got dribbling in from that bit. So I don't need to concern myself with that. I do want to remove that so that this water will drain off a little bit better. And I also would like to just pop something in there to fill that one up a little tiny bit so that the water drains off even better still. And I won't do any more than that just for a second. Let's go over here and dig you, put you in up there like that. Right, that's cleared the water down the bottom in there. It was in... I want to, like, have a base up here now. So, what have I got? I've got an exit up there, and then the other bit, that comes out over here. So, this is where I want to have the line coming across for the base. I mean, I could actually bring it down a bit. I could bring it over to here. So, this bit up here, we want this to be separate. So, that then becomes part of the base. But I'm going to do that a little bit differently. I'm going to take some... I'm thinking mesh tile all the way through. So that's decor plus 10. Copper ore is the same. Wolframite, steel, overheat temperature plus 200. That's the stuff. Gold amalgam, I suppose, would be the better one. Or we go with something a bit more pleasant looking. Don't really want to put mesh tile in there yet. We'll go with regular tile just while we're sort of figuring all of this out. So I want to put that one down to there. And it's going to go right away across like this over to that side. And I'm going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to go in here. Cancel that one. Back over to here. Tile. Don't want to be doing this with granite. Right, well, the rest of it I can do with granite. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I go all the way down onto here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And put that one right the way over. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, cancel all of that. Wait a minute, this is all wrong. I need to bring this down a bit. Like, that up there is in slightly the wrong position. Which is not very helpful. Let me dig that bit out, because Stinky there has got himself stuck. Which is probably not very helpful. Not to anybody at all. I don't even know if Stinky can dig himself out of that. Which might be a slight problem for him. But I'm also going to need to go and cancel a whole load of this work in here, because it's all in the wrong place. Which is a bit daft. So we'll let them just come through here and help poor Stinky get out. Okay, he's out now. And I want to have this the same height as I've got this one in here. So I'm going to actually need to build these floors, these tiles. We'll go here. We're going to do this out of granite. And those floors are going to have to go in there at that height. Then this floor here, that can be removed. And this floor here can all be removed. Like that. And cancel those and cancel those. So we're going to dig out all of the floor that we've just gone and put in. And then I'm going to put in some more floor in here. I'm going to go and make that floor equal to what was in here previously. So there, we want lots of granite in there. Then I'm going to dig that bit out to here. And I'm going to dig that bit out to here. And I'm going to dig out everything in there, like that. You're going to be removed, and you all the way over there are going to be removed. That one's in the right place already, and then I can go in here and take tile, and I can just drag it out from that one to go over to here, like that. And that's, again, that's going to all be granite. And dig that in, and dig that in. Or dig it out, rather than dig it in. This, I'm hoping, will help us to dissipate. See, it's already dissipated the temperature in here. The temperature in here it's drastically cooled down. It's now 50 degrees instead of 100 degrees right in that bit. You are potentially going to be way too hot in there. I don't even know what I'm going to do with that. I might not do anything with that volcano. I might just leave it. I'll just abandon it now completely, because it doesn't seem to be doing... Well, it doesn't really seem to be doing anything, to be honest. I'm genuinely not sure what I should do with that volcano. It doesn't seem to be very useful. Now, if I'm going to have a water drop-off point here... Like, is that even a useful thing to have here? I'm actually thinking that the water drop-off point should be down here. Like, if I just have it over there... This bit here is now completely sealed and separate from the rest of the base anyway, and certainly from the volcano over here. So I could have water dropping down this way. Like, I just have a single line with all the water going down there. And then these pipes can stay where they are. Maybe we'll move them over a little bit so they're buried into a wall. Or we just have a double thick wall going up there. But so I don't have water, which means that then I've got gas exchange coming up through here. I'm kind of thinking that might end up being a more beneficial thing for us overall. If we've got full gas exchange running all the way through, and then I can also keep, like, I want to be able to, I don't want that one open, because obviously I'm going to, be wanting lots of oxygen coming in there. This is my bed chambers. I'm going to need oxygen going into them. How are we doing all the way down the bottom? We've got this. I'm just going to fill in that one a little tiny bit more there, like that. That's about it then for that one. I'm going to do one more. Completely filled that up. And down here, yeah, we can ignore that bit. This will come back to later. We just want them to be able to carry on digging this bit out now and finish this off. So they got a little bit of digging to do in here, and they'll keep working on that little bit by little bit. Take them a while. They'll get there slowly. Like, they're not going to do it instantly, but they will get there slowly, and we will dig our way through. And then I've got another layer down here. Why are they coming in here to clean that every time? I don't want them to. I don't even want them to do that. Like, seriously. If I was asking you to do that, you wouldn't be doing it, would you? Just stay away from there. I know I said that I was going to do base cooling in here, and I'm still working on... well, I'm not currently working on it, as you may have gathered, but I will be working on it. You apparently are not able to dig that bit off by your lonesome. So I'm going to just give you a little bit of help with that by doing that there. And that should encourage a couple of others to come along. They'll shimmy up through that bit there, see? And then they will dig off the abyssalite on the top. Because they can. And then he's free. So now he's able to get out of there as and when he wants to. Without any problems. And the rest of this, they'll get through and they'll go and like dig in the rest of this in a minute. How long are you going to be lying there? It's hungry, soggy feet. Soggy feet is not a good idea. Don't go trapping him in here. Whatever you do, don't go trapping him in here. At least he's alright. He hasn't soiled his suit or anything, by the look of it. That's good. This one here with the gold amalgam, the liquid pump, that seems to be working just fine now. No concerns in there at all. The last little bit of tile right in there is to fill that up, and that's all done. And then I got that anti-entropy thermo nullifier. I have got some major plans for that, but I don't really know how to go about putting that into action just yet. It's kind of like, it's one of those things that is permanently on my to-do list, and I haven't gotten round to it yet. Now, this over here, kind of like digging some of this out so that I've got water that can come out there, and then I'm kind of thinking that we could open out this side of this one and just allow this one to breathe free, and then I could potentially, well, maybe I just seal that off. Like, I've got this sealed off up here anyway. Seal that bit off. And then any water goes over here and it kind of fills up towards that volcano. Now, I don't need to worry about water coming down for a minute. And then this volcano here, like, I'll have a supply of magma coming out and solidifying. That's not a bad thing, is it? I would guess not. I mean, let's have a look then. So if I pop down a couple of bits in there, and then they'll go out over this way, and I'm also going to pop down one each side of there to minimize the amount of water that comes down this side. I'm going to put that down there just to seal that off a little bit. So we got one each side on here. I'm going to do that again. I'm actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I want that to be high. Although, yeah, I didn't think about this, did I? Right, well, I've got some water that is going in there. So what's going to happen with that? Any water that comes from up here, there's little bits of water that come from up here, but not a lot. But any that does come from up here, that's going to end up getting to here and it's going to get stuck. And, like, it was coming in through that way. So I need to do a different entrance on here. I need to bring that one up a little bit. I gotta do some changes on there before I can properly do the stuff over here. I'll let them finish digging this bit out up here. And after that, I still also want the power, don't I? And I'm sort of thinking of bringing the oil over to there, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have the oil coming in here somewhere. But I know that it gives off an awful lot of natural gas, and natural gas is really, really useful for running our natural gas generators that we have in here and, you know, making a whole load of electricity and electrical power for them. There's been a small update since I last played. I'm on a new recording session now. I'm not sure what the update was, so I don't really know what major changes may or may not have happened. I do know that we have got a beautiful pool of water right here, and I'm kind of hoping that with all of this water that we've got in here, even when this does start to flash off into steam, we will have enough space in here that it can stay high pressured and not cause us any problems. So we've got like the we got the water flowing through, and then it's flowing back down through this way. It's running through this steam in here, as coolant, and that's going really nicely. We've got a good lot of coolant coming up through here. We have got everything crammed full everywhere. With water, with oxygen as well. The oxygen, that's all doing really, really wonderfully. So, as soon as it's finished doing its saving cycle here, it takes a long time to save now. We're on cycle 898. So, we've got all of this water that is flowing through the base, and it's flowing through quite reasonably right in here, and then it comes all the way down here. This was originally cooling. I don't know really what it's doing anymore, but it's doing something, I'm sure. And so that's going really well. And then we've also got the temperature overlay right here. Now this is where things start to get a little bit different. Like, we've got some quite hot stuff here. We've got water in here that's changing temperature. We've got water in here that's changing temperature. It's coming down there quite cool, and then it's warming up quite a bit to get down here. And by this point, the water is quite hot. By the time it gets in here, it has gotten decidedly warm. So, despite the fact that this is coolant here, I mean, the water is at 40 degrees when it comes into there, and then when it gets up there, it's at 41 degrees. So, like, we've got coolant running through there, and then this is coming in here as coolant as well. It's kind of cooling it a little, but it's not brilliant. So there's definitely room for improvement with that. Now, I got a load of digging and stuff going on here, plus we've got digging going on down the bottom. This is already cooling down here, which is good. That's what we want. We do want that to be cooling down. I've got water at the moment that I've sort of had going down through this way. I'm going to change that over so the water runs down this side and stays away from that side of the base over there. This water in here, I'm probably going to do something like I've done there. So it fills it back up again and has it cascade down into this. I could actually build a lower line along here and do something with that, make it a bit more secure, because we've still got the saltwater geyser in here. That one can still run, and all the way up here I've got that one is dormant. Next activity, another 40 cycles. So we've got those there. They're available. We can do stuff with them. We just kind of like pull different stuff around, and yeah. So I got a lot of options. I got a lot of different things that I can go and do. I just gotta really make sure that I've got the right choices made in the right places in here. I don't think that is the right choice in here. I need to change that over a little bit, redesign this. The volcano here, I genuinely don't know what to do with that one at the moment. I'm at a bit of a loss as to what to do with it. It doesn't really seem to be very useful. So I'm not too concerned about that volcano right now. I'm just going to kind of leave it for a minute. What am I going to do next? Kind of what's the next big thing that we want to work on? Well, we have got this down here. I'm digging all of this out, and they've mostly come through and dug all of this out now. So I've got like this massive, great big area, and then I've got all of this water in here as well. We got water coming out of that water geyser right there. And then over this side, I've got another water geyser up the top, haven't I? And I want to get that one flowing down here as well, and we'll be able to make use of that. So we got a second big water source, and that one was all the way up here. No, it wasn't. That's Copper Volcano right there. So we don't care about the Copper Volcano. That one should just erupt and then put copper in. Let's see. Rising pressure erupts in 1 second. Overpressure. Oh, no, it's not overpressure. He does have it there. And now emitting copper at 7.9. So what I want to do here is I want to dig off that. I want to dig off that. I don't want to dig off any more than that. I just want to dig those two, so that I can, and then we've just got copper that will continue to gather up here over time. It'll just keep gathering and gathering. There's someone come up there to do a bit of digging, and they've gone and like dug that off. So there, we've got that like uncovered a little bit. I'm gonna also dig those three off there, just because I can. And someone should be along pretty quick to go and dig that bit off as well. I mean, if I look all the way down here, they came up there really, really fast. It was surprising just how quickly they were when they went racing up there. There's two of them over here. Right, there's one there going up. There's another one on his way up as well. All the way up through. And he's going to dig that bit off there. He erupts in 0.7. You're going to dig... Seriously? I'm waiting on one more to come along and dig that bit off there. It's obsidian right there. We've got 1,000 kilo, a ton of obsidian right there. And they're taking their sweet time to get to it. We've got more obsidian underneath. So we could go and do something with that. I'm not going to worry about it. Not just yet. Right. Well, I don't know where the other one is. They'll be along at some point. They'll go and do something there. Now, these guys in here are a bit distressed because they don't have any oxygen. I've got some oxygen coming out down here, but really I need to get some more in here. And what we'll be doing is I want to move that down here somewhere. And then, obviously, I've got this area here. Now, I'm turning that into bedrooms. I've already talked about that. I'm building rooms up in there. We're digging this lot out down here, and they're digging this out pretty quickly and pretty efficiently as well. They're doing a really good job with this. We want them to keep going with it and keep digging it and keep sort of building everything in underneath. Eventually, once they've gone through all that, I want to dig over this side, and I want to open up and dig into the crude oil. So I've got that little bit to go and do in there. There is a water geyser. There is another one somewhere, and I don't know where it is. We'll have a look at the printing available. Poke shells. I'm just going to reject everybody at the moment. Reject all. I'm not going to get any more just for a minute. Where is the other water geyser that we found? There was another one. I got a saltwater one there. But I found one more geyser somewhere, and I don't know where it is. Is it... Oh, maybe I had it... Maybe it was down the bottom. Because I got a chlorine one in there. And I honestly, I don't know what to do with chlorine ones. Oh, it was in here, wasn't it? It was in... It wasn't in that bit. It was around here somewhere. We've got a load of oil down there. But I want to get this water out. If I want to get that oil, I've got to make sure I keep the water out of it. Ah, there it was. It was in here. Right, so I've got water in there. And then I've got my tank of water in here. What I may end up doing... Actually, no, we'll use that one. We'll use that one and the water geyser over this side, which is right there. They will continue. They will pump water in down here. We'll use them down there. So I kind of need to get that over and across, but I want to avoid the salt water that's in there. So if I want to avoid that salt water, I got to, like, get over to it first. And the easy way to do that is if I go with some tiles right there. I'm making that tile out of granite. Might as well. Yeah, okay. And then I'll have some ladder. I'm going to run ladder down here like this. That's going to come down to there. And then I'm going to dig out a piece like this. 2, 3, 4. Like that. So I'm going to dig out that section. What I'm hoping is I'll be able to mop up the water that's in there, that salt water, and then do the same over on that bit right there. So it'll take him a minute to get over there and go and do all the digging out. If we go back up this way, we can see that all of the suits in here are being used. So I want to put some more suits. Now that should be relatively simple if I can just move this stuff over a little bit. They're climbing up over. Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.